Called them relics. Too old, too slow. But in the scorching heat of this summer, Brazil's forgotten giants woke up and declared war. June 17th, MetLife Stadium and 40 degrees Celsius. Borussia Dortmund, Europe's YOLO army, came to crush them. But Thiago Silva doesn't break, at least not here. Not even after surviving 7-1 against Germany. For 90 minutes, he became a wall. And behind him, Fabio, 44 years young, palming away every bullet. A draw. It was not a draw, it was more like a declaration. Then came Ulsan, where they were trailing 2-1 down and humiliation loomed. But in the ashes, there was a spark. Martinelli's bloodied warpath in midfield and 3 goals in 45 minutes. This is Fluminense. They're not pretty, they're not rich, but they are relentless. In the upcoming game, there were no goals, no glamour, just survival. Sundowns brought possession, pressure and poison for them, but Fluminense, they brought pain. A 0-0 that felt like a knife fight where bodies on concrete and lungs were burning. There was silence, but even in that silence, there was a roar. No fireworks, just Fluminense's will to progress. And then came the big matches. June 30, North Carolina, 93 degrees Fahrenheit, where Inter Milan was their opponent. Champions League runners-up, where Opta gave Fluminense a 15% chance to win, but numbers, they don't track hard. Thiago Silva, he didn't shout in the game, he recalculated. In the cooling break, he said switch to 5-4-1 and tell Arias to track back. His coach Renato listened. 8 clearances, Fabio stood tall and 2-0. There was no stat in the game, but Samba and Inter were out of the competition. On July 4th in Orlando, there was Al Hilal, the City Slayers. Martinelli struck first, VAR drama followed and a penalty revoked, where Al Hilal equalized. At minute 70, as a super sub, Hercules arrived. 1 touch, 1 strike and 1 goal. 2-1 and Al Hilal out. Thiago Silva didn't celebrate. He pointed to the sky with no joy, just a purpose. They called them relics, right? But Silva and Fabio, combined age of 85, became Brazil's immovable wall. Fabio's left-handed save in stoppage time, it became immortal. Silva's bleeding nose, a badge of honor. July 8, in the semi, Fluminense versus Chelsea. Silva's past versus present. 5 clean sheets in 6 games and a brotherhood forged in fire. They definitely didn't came as favorites, but they're standing tall, not with money, not with stars, with sweat, with metal, and with Thiago Silva. This isn't just a fairy tale, it's a war story, and the fight, it has just begun.